So we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video. We have that support bracket that we just built. You can see it right there. Let's affect pivot only center to object. Okay, and you'll see that the edges are a bit sharp in CG, so let's do this. Let's get rid of the extrude. I'm deleting the extrude modifier, and let's use a bevel. And I'm going to right click out all the values so we can start from scratch. Turn off level 2. Okay, and we'll do the first height. Let's go 1 inch, that's fine. Second height, we'll do an inch again. And we'll do a little negative value. There we go. Actually, let's make the second height a small value, like 0.25. And let's increase this one to 2.5. This gives a smaller bevel to the edge, F4. There we go, you can see that a little better. And you'll notice we only get it on the front side, and adding level 3 won't add the other side. So we're going to go above, edit poly. For some reason, level 3 would extrude from this inset face, and that's not what we want. Let's go to edge, Alt and R for ring selection, Control Shift and E, which did not work, so you click on your keyboard toggle, Control Shift and E. Let's uncheck the toggle again. And now what we're going to do is ring select the edges on this half of the mesh, Alt and R, delete. Let's do an element select and select this face, delete. And above this edit poly, we can add a symmetry modifier. Right there. Get it going in the right direction, which is Z. Turn off slice along mirror. Roll out the, extend the symmetry, and then take your manipulator and just move it until we get it to meet up in the middle, just like that. And that looks much better. That'll catch a little highlight. And you could even tighten it up more if you can have a close-up of this. As with any of the parts, I've been saying this all along, we can always tighten it up. So what I think we want to do now is let's unhide the blueprint. So let's select, we have this selected, let's select the boiler. Let's unhide all. And when we unhide all, we'll say no. Let's grab that blueprint and let's Alt and Q again. Okay, and let's go to left viewport. Deselect everything, and let's zoom in to this bracket. So I select the bracket, Z for zoom. Okay, so we have one here. Let's actually get close to that one, but I think it looks good when it's right near that transition area. So I'm going to just shift and drag this forward, and let's put one just about right there. I'm going to go to perspective, and we see that, yeah, it may need adjusting, which it does. It's still editable, so let's go down to the edit spline, select on vertex, show end result. Let's just grab everything above the base, all these verts, and I'm just going to move them up using the move tool. There we go. And now it's a pretty good fit, so I'm going to keep that there. Let's go back to the original, and let's shift and drag it back to right around there. That's where the blueprint shows it. And let's go to perspective, and the same thing, this one now is too high compared to the boiler, so we'll come down to the base level, turn on toggle end result, F3. I'm going to grab everything from this point up. I'm just going to nudge it down a little bit, and you can intersect a little. I mean, it's not going to be a visible anything wrong with doing it this way, no visible artifacts or anything like that, and that looks good. I'm going to come up front. Let's exit isolation. I selected the frontmost bracket. I'm going to exit isolation, and we're going to drag one to the front here, right there, as a copy, and I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to match that to the boiler as well. I'm going to select the pink object, the drivetrain element. I'm going to select the boiler as well, just so we get a good fit. Alt and Q. And okay, let's select that bracket once again, zoom in with the Z key, and it just needs a slight tweak. So we'll just go down to the base level, editable spline, vertex, toggle end result, F3. Let's grab everything from the base up, and just nudge it like that, and there we have it. So now if we exit isolation, we have all our support brackets in place. Let's hide that blueprint for a second. Okay. And you can see that kind of ties the top and bottom together really nicely. I know there's one back here. It's a bit of a thicker piece. I'll actually add that to the final file. Maybe I'll show it to you in the next video. And in the next video, let's see, what do we have left to do? Let's build part of the back of the chassis. There's a little piece that attaches these wheels to the front part of the chassis. So I'm going to pause the video now.